All right, 8th graders, we're talking about classifying angles. And your essential question is, can you classify two angles as complementary or supplementary? So first, let's review quickly. This first angle is acute, and it's less than 90. Less than 90-degree angle. This next angle is a right angle, and that means it's equal to 90 degrees. This third one is obtuse, and it's more than 90 degrees. But less than 180. And the last one is a straight angle, and it's equals 180. All right, moving on. A complementary angle is when that's a 2. Two angles have a sum of 90 degrees. So, for example, if we had an angle here that was 30, and then an angle here that was 60, and they form a right angle, 30 plus 60 equals 90. You may also see them written like this. If this were 45 and 45, 45 plus 45 makes a right angle of 90 degrees. One way that you can remember that is complementary, starts with a C, and it also forms a 9. So 90 degrees, complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary angles are two angles with a sum of 180. So they form a straight angle, but you have two angles here. For example, a 45-degree angle and a 135-degree angle would make a supplementary angle. And again, if you have an S for supplementary, we can change that into 180. Alright, take a look at the three angles at the bottom. We are going to tell whether they are complementary, supplementary, or neither. 43 plus 47 makes 90, so that's complementary. 48 plus 27 makes 75, so that's neither. And 128 plus 52 makes 180, so that's supplementary. Turn to the next page. Congruent angles mean that they have the same measure. So congruent means that they're equal. So for example, a 50-degree angle and a 50-degree angle would be congruent. A vertical angle are angles that are opposite each other. Excuse me. When you have two intersecting lines. And they are always congruent or equal. So if you have there's four angles here, and if I label this one 40 degrees and this one 140 degrees, angle X is across from 40, so angle X would be 40 degrees. Angle Y is across from 140, so Y is 140 degrees. Alright, you have a few problems to do. Find the value of X on 4, 5, 6, and 7, and find the value of X on 8. So here on 4, to find the value of X, 41 plus X has to equal a right angle, so that would be 90 degrees. So 41 plus X equals 90 degrees. See if you can find that. On number 5, X plus 109 makes a straight line, and a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. So X plus 109 equals 180. See if you can find that. On number 6, we know that angles that are across from each other on a pair of intersecting lines are equal. So in this case, 2x plus 1 equals 83 degrees. That's just a two-step equation. Go ahead and find that. On number 7, to find x, we have 110 degrees plus 5x degrees, and those two together form a 180 degree angle. So again, on just a simple two-step equation, find x. And then find the value of x needed to hit the ball in the hole. So if you're playing pool, we have this straight line, so that would be 180 degrees. And we have x plus 79 plus x that makes 180 degrees. So see if you can find what 1x equals on that problem. Alright, go ahead and try those 5 problems for homework. I set all of them up for you. We'll go over them in class tomorrow. Have a great night.